on to you Geminis out here? Hope y'all are having a great day. So for you Geminis, you have the Eight of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and then you have the Fool card right here. So these three cards, oh yeah, this is for your year. This is for your 2025 yearly overview. Almost forgot to say that. So for you Geminis, right? That's interesting. There's a sense of you Geminis being able to walk away from a lot more people in the first couple of months. I want to say from January all the way up to around maybe March. Um, Up to around March. Because the Eight of Cups is about walking away. And walking away more specifically from people who you are emotionally attached to. But again, not everybody's going to be able to go. You know, you see, again, you see the whole Kendrick Lamar thing. And as this, I was talking about it, Kendrick Lamar was going through his thing. So once again, and Kendrick Lamar is in my top five. I actually think highly of him, uh, because he's standing on business as a Gemini. But so basically, it's a sense of you Geminis walking away and thinking of things from the perspective of you have to, because all you're going to have if you stay close is just people essentially weighing you down, and you can't have that. The Nine of Cups and the Fool card right here, they don't think that you will be able to actually do it because they're really confident. They don't think that you Geminis will actually walk away from them. They're almost kind of like daring you to see if you actually have the heart to do it, and you do. So there's a sense of you Geminis calling their bluff and walking away successfully, because you do have the guts to walk away from them, especially if a person isn't elevating you. See, this is what I'm trying to say. Air signs got to decide very early on if they are going to have integrity or not, because air signs, y'all are not naturally moralistic, and that's good. Actually, that's a good thing, because it means that you actually can go to places that a lot of people couldn't go, spiritually and mentally, right? But the thing is that you do need to be able to actually understand what fairness Libra represents. Because if you don't, then it's like, okay, then air signs can just go to straight lies. My father's in Aquarius, knowing plenty of Geminis, knowing plenty of Libras. So you Geminis can walk away, and you're demonstrating that you can, because when they act like you can't, you do walk away. And then you have the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Pentacles is all about you Geminis walking away from friends that will be ex-friends, and love interests, when you get a chance to actually be connected or put your best foot forward to a new social circle. And if it's not necessarily a new person who would potentially be in a social circle with you, then it represents you Geminis putting your best foot forward into things and hobbies that will advance your learning. There's a sense of scientific research. There's a sense of you Geminis wanting to move forward and move forward, become more intelligent, more capable, just overall better yourselves. Self-improvement is the order of the year. And you Geminis will put your money where your mouth is. You'll pay for it. You'll pay to get a course on self-improvement. I have paid cash. It wasn't not a lot, but I've paid cash to learn something, right? I talked about learning how to trade stock options and stuff like this. I have paid cash. Wasn't a lot. It was probably like $20 to get the basics of it. So I will the books that I've attained, right? I talk about this all the time, right? I get just just books all over my desk. You know what I'm saying? Just books all over my desk and stuff like this. So I'm, spending money on the books and everything like that to gain the knowledge. Sometimes I get it from an ebook. Sometimes I order a physical book. Point that I'm trying to make here is that self-improvement is the order of the year, and that letting go of anyone or anything that is going to stunt self-improvement is a must. So there's a sense of, like it is I talked about in the Libra reading, an emptying, right? An emptying, or the abyss, right? An emptying out of the things that are useless, the things and the people that were holding you back. And there's a sense of, you Geminis want more experiences. You want to be proud of yourself. You want to get better. You don't want to slack off. Like, you know how we have bucket lists, right? This is what you Geminis want to know. You Geminis want to actually have a list of things that you want to do and cross off those things by actually experiencing them. So the Ten of Cups and the Knight of Swords right here speaks to how a lot of you are in a situation where now that you are focused on doing that, there's a sense of you're content doing that. That's what you Geminis legitimately want to do. Because next year, I don't see you Geminis cooling off. I see you Geminis actually going even higher than where you are now, where you are even now. Tongue twisters. And then you have the Knight of Swords, which is, and a lot of people being upset at you for it. But then you have the the Abyss card. Abyss card, right? I can't say the D word. Page of Swords, and then there's the Seven of Swords. The Abyss card represents, but again, you Geminis don't care. You are willing to let go of said friends if you have to, because it's not about competing with other people. This is about you Geminis letting go of anything and anyone that stands in the way of your own self-growth. And I can speak to that situation. I can speak to that situation very much so. In 2025, I am going to essentially just go MIA. And what that means is, yes, I will be doing YouTube videos, but I mean not posting as much on Instagram. Of course, I'm going to still be posting on YouTube, of course, but not as much on Instagram, and just staying quiet, building, and then doing what I got to do behind the scenes. Now, obviously, I don't know how successful I am with just remaining quiet the entirety of next year, but I will definitely do my endeavor best. And part of that is because I want more self-improvement. I said that I will put myself in a position where I will 10x my money. And this year, I've accomplished doubling my money, or close to doubling it. I have accomplished that, right? Or met that goal. But now, wiser, more intelligent, I will see if I can 10x that, which will be a very interesting thing, right? Of course, that goes without saying. Legally, these will be stocks that I will be investing into. So it's all legal made money. I'm just going to put it into ETFs. I'm not a financial advisor. So I will be doing that for myself and seeing where it goes and managing my own stuff on my own. But the Page of Swords, and then you have the Seven of Pentacles right here. That self-improvement, a lot of other people are not going to be able to take. The Page of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles, they will, on one hand, those same individuals and even some new people that are jealous will want to work with you. On the other hand, they will want to bring you down. So there's a lot of mixed feelings on their part because you Geminis will be doing so well. Let's clarify the Seven of Pentacles. King of Pentacles, Fool, Ace of Cups, Seven of Swords, Four of Swords. To clarify, the Seven of Pentacles, right? So the Seven of Pentacles represents, on one hand, they want to work with you. They're like, hey, you know, can we work something out? And the Page of Swords represents the jealousy, them trying to sabotage you, trying to make sure that if they can't hang around you as a you know, past friend or a significant other, they will just try to like stress you out by calling you and ringing you and trying to beg you to come back. And at the same time, hopefully you end up slipping up and saying yes and accepting them back, or you get stressed out from them asking, you end up falling off. And the King of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Ace of Cups represents, that's not going to happen though. The Seven of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and the Four of Swords represent, so eventually, by the end of the year, a lot of them will accept the fact that you're done with them. You don't want to have anything to do with them. So I hope, and even if Kendrick Lamar sees this, I hope you're ready for the next year, my friend. For you Geminis, hope y'all are ready for next year too. I don't know. I guess we could go ahead and clarify some other cards. Why not? There you go. So let's clarify some other cards. Let's clarify the Knight of Swords. Matter of fact, let's clarify the Abyss card. Five of Cups, the Devil card, Four of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Four of Wands. Five of Cups, the Devil card. Again, it's, they wish that they wish that they could keep up with you, but they can't. And then there's this sense of accepting that they can't keep up with you. And why is it that you Geminis are so on point in the first place? Again, they underestimated you, and they don't understand you at all. You know, y'all are ruled by Mercury, and Mercury is self-improvement. So, you know what I'm saying? If you've ever seen the Mercury glyph, or the symbol for Mercury, it looks like a person with horns. You know, some goofies. You're worshiping the devil, aren't you? You threw up the horns in your videos. And then you have the Devil card and the Four of Pentacles, right? Which is about how, like I said before, they don't understand you. And the Devil and the Four of Pentacles is, they wish that they had your mind. They wish that they can keep up with you and do something out of the box and in the box, but it's just that they just don't operate like that. And then the Page of Cups and the Four of Wands represents, part of the reason why is because they're not tapped in. They're not really studying their craft like you Geminis. You Geminis are studying your craft. Instead of sitting up there watching at people skydive, I'm actually gonna skydive instead of just sitting there. I want to know what that actually feels like. You know what I mean? I'm not a proponent or an advocate for just sitting at home watching action stars in the movies do all the action stuff, and then I don't have any, like, I admire it, but I don't have any of the experience. But in my head, I'm just like, oh, like I'm some action star or whatever. It's like, nah, I gotta actually experience that stuff. And I'm not saying that I'm an action star, but what I'm trying to say is that I have the experience to be like, okay, I understand what this person was going through, right? In the context of the movie. And what the point that I'm trying to make here with that is that the Page of Cups and the Four of Wands, the delusion is that the delusion is they just can't make up their mind one way or the other whether they want to rock with you. But the problem though is they don't understand that you Geminis are showing them love. And it goes to show you the stupidity of it, because All they had to do if they wanted to change their circumstances around was quite easy. Just do better for themselves. But instead, they wanted to beef with you. Made them look stupid. That's pretty much it for now. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Your year is going to go amazing, Geminis. Peace.